Hey there.
Nobody that old should move that fast.
Just keep telling yourself that.
Joey, she could see you. How could she do that?
I don't know. But I think this case just got a hell of a lot more complicated.
Fantastic.
Let's chat a second.
Yes?
Alright, let's get on with it.
Yeah. Come on, let's get out of here.
Right behind you.
Well, this is it.
Yep. All's quiet so far.
Construction, I guess, site out.
The gate is locked. I can't get through. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'll leave that where it is. Hey, Joey.
I'm all ears, sweetheart.
That's it for now.
Yeah, we'll talk more later. Alright, I'm going in to check it out. Stay close to the wall.
Yeah, sure. Let me know what you find.
I really like the fact that you can control Joey in this game. Now,
Hello? Anyone here? Ah,
Well, what do you see? Is it clean?
I'm afraid not.
Well, hurry up then. I feel stupid pressed up against this wall.
when designing the
They have no right. No right. Trying to get rid of me, will they? Trying to get rid of me, will they?
Hey there!
Huh? Could someone be there? Of course not. No one would be so rude as to enter without knocking.
I'll be back. Friggin'
Where else can I go?
hello out there.
Joey, what are you doing in there?
I need you to do something.
What?
My home.
the foreman's office.
I can't touch it. Even if I wanted to stick my head inside, it would be There's not much I can do with that except look at it. Let's take a look-see. This lady is upset because she's been stiffed $5 a month. My guess is that she's not too happy with the foreman. Harriet Sherman. I have no idea who she is, but any lead is a good lead. This letter was written only a few weeks ago. Boy, if I could touch it, that would sure be great. I can't take the sign. Don't know what I could do with it. What am I supposed to? What do you want me to do? Blow on it? Even if I it would be just to keep up appearances. What do you want me to do? Scare it?
My home.
That looks profoundly useless.
Did I leave the gas on?
Hey, lady! I'm talking to you.
No, the door is closed. Nobody is there. Only way in is if I open the door. And to do that, he'd have to knock.
Knock knock?
What? Nobody is there. The door is still closed and bolted.
Knock knock?
What? The door...
I'll be back. Friggin'
They want to fight? I'll give them one.
hello out there.
Joey, what are you doing in...
I need you to
It better be good.
knock on the gate door.
Knock on the door? Why?
I'll explain later. Just do it.
A knock? Oh my, a visitor. Just a minute. Is my hair okay? It'll have to do. Hello?
You notice that through most of the commentary. I talk about actors and acting and the feedback I got from actors.
Hello, miss.
Hello? Can I help you?
I'm Joey Malone, miss.
Well, Mr. Malone, to what do I owe the pleasure?
What's your name?
Excuse me?
Your name?
My name is on the door. If you don't know who I am, then why are you here?
I'm a bit lost. Can you tell me where I am?
Sorry, I'm not sure what you mean. Are you looking for a specific apartment or...
Apartment? You mean we're inside a building?
Yes? Are you feeling all right, mister?
You're not in a building, lady. Take a look around.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're on the 3rd floor. Look, there's the elevator down the hall.
Ah, right. Yeah, I see it. Are you sure you're feeling all right? I'd like to ask you some questions.
Look, I've had enough. I'm not going to stand here and indulge in idle chit-chat. Who are you?
I'm with the gas company. I was sent to check your apartment for leaks.
Didn't you come this morning? Yes, you did. You found nothing and you charged me a fortune.
That must have been someone else.
You're not fooling me. You're one of them, aren't you?
One of them? Who is them?
I told you all before, I am not leaving. The only way you can drag me out of here is as a corpse. Goodbye.
Hey, kid. Knock on the gate again.
Another visitor. Oh, you again.
I'd like to ask you...
Look, I'm not...
I live...
You do? No, you don't. You're not fooling me.
One of... Who?
The only is goodbye. Did I leave the gas on?
Hey, kid. Knock on...
Mom? Oh.
I'd like to ask...
Who are... Oh, you were?
Yep, he wanted...
Well, for your... I own... You're not fooling me.
One who...
Is good... Trying to get rid of me, will they?
Hey, kid.
Mom?
I'd like to ask...
Look,
I'm with... And I have to ask...
Where's your...
Excuse me?
I thought all census takers need...
No.
You're not fooling.
Who?
I told you the only is as goodbye. Where else can I go? Mom? Oh.
I have...
Oh?
There's no You're dead.
Pardon me?
Dead and buried. You're a ghost haunting a wasteland.
You're unbalanced. Tell me what you want before I call the police.
You're not in a building, lady.
What are you talking about?
We're on the ground. We're outside.
You, sir, need glasses. Look at the door. It says D, clear as day.
I'd like to ask you.
Look, I'm not. Who are
I.
you? Do? No, you do not.
Wanna. Who?
Idea is goodbye. My home. This place is filthy. I'd like to see them try. Where else can I go?
So, is it all taken care of?
Not yet, dear.
Slacker. Maybe there's a connection, but... One down, one to go. A development corporation has halted construction after a series of accidents. Probably not. Let's talk, Joey.
What's the deal?
What do you think they're...
Dunno. Another condo, probably. Seems like more and more of those are going up every...
Any thoughts on our construction site, Ghost?
Her? She's not bad looking in a motherly kind of way.
Any thoughts on how to save her?
Nothing springs to mind.
That's it for now.
Yeah, we'll talk more later.
There's no entry for that. Got her. There's a phone number but no address.
Hello?
Is this Harriet Sherman?
Who is this?
My name is Lauren Blackwell.
What do you want?
I'm calling from Seagram Realty.
Oh, why didn't you say? You've got my $60.
Yes, I do. But before I give it to you, I have to ask you a couple of questions.
Fine. Come on by and I'll answer whatever you want. 24 Rector, down in Battery Park City. Just buzz up.
So, Joey,
Yeah?
got any spare cash on you?
Sorry, left my wallet in my other pants. Probably the pair I was buried in.
We've already looked through this paper. We don't need any more leads. Come on, let's get out of here.
Right behind you.
And you're still working on this.
It's open. I'm back here in the kitchen.
Harriet?
Mrs. Sherman, if you don't mind. You from Seagram Realty?
Yes.
Have you got my money?
I wanted to ask you a few questions first.
You're welcome to ask me anything you'd like. After you give me the money. You got it?
I met Shelley Smith at just...
No.
I thought so. Just another scam artist. Get out of here! And don't come back without the dough you skinflints owe me!
The things I'll do for a case. Come on, let's get out.
Right behind.
It's all.
Mrs. Sherman.
Hello again. You got my money this.
I sure do.
It's about time. Give it here.
Here you go.
It's all here, sure enough. I'd say thanks if I hadn't had to fight tooth and nail to get it.
What teeth, you old bat?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I won't. Now, you wanted to ask me something?
I mentioned earlier how I...
So tell me about yourself.
Me? What do you want to know?
Your name came up during an investigation I'm working on.
Investigation? Don't you work for Seagram Realty?
Not exactly.
Ah, you just use them as a way to get to me, huh?
Yes. Is that a problem?
Oh, not at all. Just don't expect your money back.
She's all heart.
What can you tell me about the construction site on 53rd Street?
You've been there? How's the old place looking?
It's a big hole in the ground.
Ha! Can only be an improvement. I used to live there. Then Seagram Realty bought it and tore it down. Going to build something new and fancy, no doubt.
Do you know any reporters from the New Yorker magazine?
Reporters? No.
Do you know anything about a strange old woman wandering the streets?
Funny you mention that.
Really?
I once saw a strange old woman wandering the hallway back in the old building. I yelled at her to leave, and she did. I doubt that she was the one you're looking for, though. The world is full of strange old ladies, not unlike myself.
They kicked you out of your...
No big plus, they wanted it so bad. Pretty generous, actually.
So they paid you...
Yep. Like I said, building was about to be condemned. Well, everyone except for Mavis Wilcox.
Who is Mavis Wilcox?
A lunatic is what she was. She lived down the hall from me, so I know how crazy she was.
Why was she crazy?
She refused to leave is why. Seagram was offering her a fortune, but still she refused.
Why did Mavis refuse to leave?
She was a lunatic. I believe I already established this. A total shut-in. The prospect of leaving her little apartment terrified her. I'm old and feeble. If I could manage the move, she could have. Of course, it doesn't matter now.
Did they ever get Mavis to leave?
Oh, you could say that. Yes, you could definitely say that. She left all right. Left the entire world, in fact.
You mean she died?
Yes. Someone broke in and choked her to death. Right in the apartment she loved so much. I'd call it ironic if it weren't so tragic.
Did they ever find out who killed Mavis?
No. Some stray kid, most likely. Thought the building was empty and went in to steal whatever was left over. Didn't count on anyone being there. Bumped into Mavis, then had to kill her. Happens all the time.
How well did you know Mavis?
Like I said, I lived just down the hall from her, on the 3rd floor. I didn't know her well, but she did get some mail just before they smashed the place up. I took it, just in case a relative or something came looking. But it's been 6 months, and nothing.
Anything else you can tell me about Mavis?
Just that she lived on the 3rd floor with me. There's nothing else.
Do you still have Mavis's things?
Yes, I do. Such as they are. There wasn't much, just that envelope on the counter.
Could I look at it?
You knew Mavis?
Sort of, yes.
Well, you might as well take a look at them. Nobody else has come looking.
Thanks. Goodbye, Mrs. Sherman.
Don't mention it.
There's not much in here, just a photograph and a letter.
That's her. That's the ghost at the construction site.
So our ghost's name is Mavis Wilcox.
I'd bet the farm on it.
Yes? Twice in one evening? Come on in, sit down.
Did you know Mavis Wilcox?
Miss Wilcox. Yes, I remember her. Lived uptown a ways before she died.
How did you know her?
I wanted to write a piece about her, so I met her for a spell. Interesting woman. How did you know her?
I'm looking into her death.
I see.
So what can you tell me about Mavis? I get the impression she didn't get out much.
That's an understatement. I got in touch with her through a colleague who was covering that demolition. I wondered what made a woman like that tick, so I made an appointment to meet with her.
What was she like?
A very gracious woman. Brought me in, made me a cup of tea, showed me pictures of her family. All in all, it was a pleasant way to spend an afternoon.
What happened to her?
Killed, so they say. Was found choked to death in her own apartment.
Any thoughts on who did it?
Well, there were rumors that the labor union decided to take matters into their own hands, as it were, but I doubt that. The police ruled it was some squatter or drifter or something, and left it at that.
And what do you think?
Me? I have no theory.
Why did you want to write about her?
I found her fascinating. She was asked to leave. She was begged to leave. She was even offered lots of money to leave. But she kept refusing. She was too scared. I had to know why.
And what did you discover?
That, Miss Blackwell, is the eternal question. I've spoken to hundreds of people over the years. Most of them were odder than Mavis. It's impossible to decipher the whys and the hows. As time went on, I've contented myself just with the whats.
Anything else you can tell me about Mavis?
I'm afraid I've told you everything.
I'd like to read your piece about Mavis.
I'm afraid I no longer have it.
Do you know what issue it was in? I'd like to look it up.
I never published it. I was going to, but then Mavis died, and it just seemed wrong somehow. I don't even have the rough copies anymore. I'm sorry.
I think that's all for now.
All right. You have a good night now.